Good evening from the Flybridge.
Oh, sorry.
He's not quite ready, but we're just going to take a look around.
I wasn't quite ready. Yeah, I said start recording, but I wasn't ready. Well, I said this.
I know that's what you said. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's got to turn everything on.
No, just two things. Cameras were already on.
It's been a beautiful day here. I'm going to open the window for a minute. It's cold, but it gets the glare off. Ugh. We had a good day today.
Can we drink coffee out of those, you think?
We can try.
Jimmy Morris Bass Pro Shops?
We can try.
Oh, no. It's still not going to help the spillage.
Yeah.
At all. We're looking for those boat mugs that come up to a time. Look at that.
Oh.
Commercial guy coming in. He's more important.
They leave all their buoys out, their lines?
Huh?
I don't see any buoys on there for their
Yeah,
lines.
that roller looked to be full. It rolls up. There's a huge, if you zoom in the back of that boat is a 8-foot roller. About 8 foot across and I don't know, like
Oh yeah, we can see it.
4 foot high.
Yeah.
It's a huge roller.
But there's no buoys. Well, there's only one on one side. Usually they're full.
Well, he may be a long line boat. So he drops a weight and then he starts filling all them hooks. And then he gets to the end and a buoy goes out. And that's it. One buoy.
There's only like 8 or 9 on there.
8 or 9 buoys?
Yeah.
Well, that would be, that's a lot of line.
Okay.
That roll is 8 foot across and 4 foot tall. So I would, that would be enough for me.
I'm just used to that one that's full of buoys that leaves in the morning.
And honestly,
Wow.
if you know, leave a comment. How many hooks do they have in a single set? 150? 200 hooks? Maybe 100.
That's not
So that's 100 hooks you got to bait on each set.
Okay.
So that's 800 hooks. That's a lot of hooks out. We'll drag, let's see, 2, 4, 6, probably 7 rods in the spread is what we'll drag. And that's 7 hooks. So they just crushed us in hook numbers.
Yeah.
Which hook numbers equals more fish, generally, if you put them in an area with fish. Okay, guys.
That's not why we're doing this.
So our plan tomorrow, the current plan is to take the intercoastal. So we're just gonna follow this on down. This is how they brought us in, and they went that way and around to Oregon Inlet. Now we want the ICW, so we may want to take this route. Out to the sound. Let's see. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It's hard to see.
Well, it was because I zoomed it in and then back out.
It's hard to focus because
Oh,
you keep
okay.
moving it.
I'm gonna guess. Let's see, and I'm just guessing, honestly. With this in here. See, it just kind of ends, and there's nothing. And we've got to there's another inlet here. We've got to get across the sound, which 16, 14.
We need to call the
14.
Coast Guard like the people in the shop said.
We'll give them a call.
And have a conversation.
And so we may go out this way. Old House Channel. I got some 5 foot.
Holly
5
said once she got
foot.
past there that it was A-okay.
Past where?
I think it was Old House Channel.
She was saying go out Old House Channel.
I think that's what she said, but
Okay.
she also said call the Coast Guard and they'd explain it.
Okay. So we're gonna get out into Pamlico Sound, Pamlico Sound, and then we're gonna go down. See, here's Hatteras.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we zoom on down, why did it go back? What the heck? Okay. There we go. Oh, what are you doing? Don't start fractioning out now. Yes. Over here on my car maps here. See, I think this is driving me nuts. Let me go back to this map. Okay, Cape Hatteras. So if we cut down right here, this is where I think the ICW goes right through here. Right through here. So we're going to stay between the outer islands and the mainland. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we'll have protection of the outer islands
From the heavy seas.
from the heavy seas, and then we can anchor and we won't
Rock and roll.
rock and roll. But there's a whole lot of 5s in here. I mean, I have no clue. So we're just going to stay between the markers, and if we run aground, we run aground. I mean, there's 3s, there's 4s right in the center, there's 1s. So there's a lot of, even though the ICW, and see, and it looks like, here's Buford. It's Buford Inlet. See, so hopefully we can just follow the ICW down. It's going to be twisty turny. I think it's going to be super slow. But we'll see. Here's Buford. Right here is actual Buford. And West Buford. Now, let's see. And where is... Big Rock. See, I think that is the ICW. It doesn't tell you what that is.
You mean that line?
Yeah, I think that line, yeah,
Notates it?
notates it. It doesn't it doesn't notate it because it doesn't tell you what
Well,
it is.
yeah, but marks
But
it. I don't know.
I think that itself is the ICW. And then, see, because the problem is you don't want to, it's like dirt roads.
Take a wrong turn.
I don't really care with dirt roads because the fuel in a Gladiator is a whole lot cheaper. So, I mean, if we go 20 miles out of the way, not only is that, well, two hours, maybe 3 hours out of the way, it also is a lot more fuel because we
Gotta find our way back.
We bought 250 gallons.
Yes.
And how much was that?
$947.
$947. $1,000.
Almost had a heart attack.
$1,000 for 250 gallons of fuel. And the Gladiator costs, I don't really know,
60,
maybe 75. Let's say $100 on a bad day. So this is 9 times that, because truthfully, on a Gladiator, I probably get about the same mileage, going a lot faster to get places, but about the same for that amount of fuel. So $100 versus $900. The Gladiator's a lot cheaper. Even if I got to put a transmission in it, it's not even a full fill up, because this is 1,800 gallons is what this holds. And I only put 250 in because we're going down the intercoastal. It's in the 800 gallon tank that currently, we sucked that dry.
Getting here.
Because the mechanic was like, you should run it faster. And it was more comfortable faster because it's a deep V hull. And so it was very comfortable riding, but it was 800 gallons of fuel to go the same distance that we went from Connecticut to Atlantic City. And in Atlantic City, I put 150 gallons on, which worked out math-wise to be the correct amount. And we ran a lot faster to get here. And it turns out that you could just do this if you want to run a lot faster. The boat will run, in the 20s, 20, 24, 25, and it's 60 foot. So it runs really fast and comfortable, but you got to do this. And since I have no paying customers, if I had paying customers, then that would make sense. The trip would cost you to go fishing for the day about $5,000. And we would just run this thing up and enjoy the ride and be there in no time. But I don't have paying customers, so I'm just not going to do this. Tomorrow when we leave here, we're going to do 700 RPMs. And we're going to burn 1.7 gallons per hour per motor, so we're going to burn about 3 gallons per hour. Well, almost 4. That's almost 4 gallons per hour, so a little under, about 3.5, I guess, gallons per hour. And so we've got 400-ish and 350-ish, or 350-ish and 400-ish. And we're going to run the motors on the saddle tanks. And then we got 200 gallons for the generators, because they're not supposed to pull a lot of fuel.
We're going to find out.
But we're going to find out, because I got 250 gallons in there, and I'll double check tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll open it. This is the way I do it, okay? It's the old-fashioned sight glass system. It's wonderful, actually, except you got to get in the bottom of the boat to check it. That's the only downside of not having a gauge on the dash that is going to fail. Okay, these really never fail. And a gas gauge will fail, but a dash gauge you can see with your eyes without having to go down in a dark hole. So tomorrow morning I'm going to go down in the dark hole and I'm going to open the valves, and then that'll bring it up to the same level as the tank, and I'm going to close the valve. And then we'll run all day tomorrow. We'll anchor. We'll go to bed. We'll wake up. And in the morning I'll open them. And that will show how much fuel we used in inches. Does that make sense? Good deal. And we'll mark it, because I put 250 gallons in, and we were basically kind of empty. And the back tank, as far as I know, I've not seen any marks. The saddle tanks are both marked. We need to probably remark them so they're easy to read, but they are marked, so I kind of know how much fuel is realistically in each one. They shut at 4 today. We started fueling about 350, maybe 345. And he said, how much fuel are you getting? I said, 250 gallons in this tank. And then I'd like to fill the 2 saddle tanks. Which he said, well, how much fuel is that? I said, well, I don't really know. I got like 350 in one and 400 in the other. They hold 5 gallons each, so 200 gallons. Which is when he said, you should have started this earlier. And that's when I asked him, do you close at 4? And he said, yes. I'm sick of being cold.
Unless you're Gordon, it's 3:59.
So I said, fine, that's, I'll do the 250 for the generator, which should be tons. It really should be tons of fuel all the way to Florida. So we might see.
You keep saying that.
It should be. If we don't take the throttles and go like this.
Okay.
Which is what we did that trip from Atlantic City to here.
I get it.
He kept saying you should run it up and blow it out.
Well, there's another boat. We're leaving you.
And I don't know. Do you guys think I should run it up and blow it out? And how often should I do that? Or, I was like, well, do I run for hours? He was like, no. Just for like a couple of minutes all the way up. Which probably helps clean the bottom off, because we got here.
Yeah, it was clean.
And it was clean. I could have saved that money by not wasting
Well, we didn't know.
pressure washer. But the other thing,
once
too,
they got it up.
this is going to tell us if we do run up at some point tomorrow, we'll run up on plane and we'll see if we're going faster. Because we did have stuff on the bottom. It just wasn't
As bad
a lot
as you
of
thought it was
growth.
going to be. Yeah.
It really wasn't. There was tons of growth when I picked it up, but it was all grass. And that run from Atlantic City down to here
Cleaned it.
at planing speed cleaned everything off. It really did.
All right. Well, I need to go start our dinner.
Oh,
Oh.
and we have a fish finder, depth finder, whatever you want to call it. It shows us the actual real depth without going from 14 foot to 300 foot to 64 foot.
Oh,
back to
yeah, that one up
14
there.
And to 3. Like the one up here, I don't know. It's still not reading any better because we came from the cleaning to here.
Yeah,
And
it
it is
gave
still
us a
jumping
fit.
all over the damn place. And I don't know that they cleaned either transducer well. I'm not really happy with the bottom job. I would think for $700 they would have cleaned it. It would have been spick and span.
It was $1,020.
Clean. Well, okay, so 7, 8.
That was the 7 was the second time.
10, 1,100 and something.
$1,020.
1,020. 7, 8, 9, 10. So $350 to pressure wash it, which I don't think they spent 20 minutes pressure washing. We've got the film that will tell us the amount of hours, but they also charged us for 10 hours of repair time, and we can't figure out for the life of us where they even went over 5 hours. Right? They were here for 15 minutes. The first time they were here, maybe an hour, looking at the steering, figuring out that the
Key was missing.
key dropped,
Yeah.
and measuring for cutting a new key. Then they came back with keys, and that's when they realized they had to get a key made.
Mm.
And so they ordered the key made. 2 hours, maybe. And then they got the key made, well, it fit. So they came back and dropped it in, and the covers were off. So that was less than 10 minutes. And they put the cover on, and and they busted the cover loose. I hope they didn't spend 5-6 hours busting the cover loose, because we were up there for what, 15 minutes trying?
Yeah.
Maybe 20? 30 if we're generous. So my guess, and the other guy said it came right loose. So he doesn't know if
we just weren't back yet.
He hit it with a hammer and a punch, put it in the vise, and hit it, and it came right free.
Oh, okay.
So that didn't take any time. So I'm not sure how we amounted 10 hours. They came and pumped when we weren't here. Our pump takes less than 15 minutes. And they left a bunch in it. So, I mean, it's still got a ton of fluid down there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it other than get 5-gallon buckets and pump it into that. And then take it to AutoZone or Discount Auto Parts or Advanced Auto now, because they love that stuff. O'Reilly's, anywhere like that. Or drop it off at City Hall with a note that says, I don't know what to do with this. It's some water, some oil, some diesel. Enjoy. Call the EPA. They know. That's what I should put. Call the EPA. That's their specialty. What to do with this. That's exactly where it should go.
Mr. Aiken, you need to call the EPA and figure that out for yourself, sir.
I don't really want to talk to them.
I understand that, but I'm just telling you that's probably the answer you're going to get.
No, I'm going to leave them in the middle of the night.
I understand you're going to leave it in the middle. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like a baby on the doorstep.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Leave it and put a note on there so they know what it is and that you don't know what to do with it, and they work for you.
Okay, yet we digress.
We did digress a little, but that's part of the issue is we've got this oil and contaminated water. Let's call it that. That's what the EPA would call it. Contaminated water, and we are not qualified, nor are we smart
to find
enough
out for ourselves
to know what to do with it.
Well, I'm sure that we might be getting a phone call here.
I'm not leaving a phone number or a name.
Okay, do you want me to really post this?
They don't know what town I dropped it off in.
No, but all your contact information is on your channel.
Well, yes. I don't think the EPA knows where I dropped it off, or just that I did something good with it. They need to look at the good side. I didn't dump it out. I didn't pour it out on the ground. Their whole job is protecting the environment. So if I bring their work to them, that makes their life easier.
Okay, yet again we digress.
I don't know that that's digressing. We're just discussing it. So the plan is the intercoastal, and we have a super high-powered 4-kilowatt fish finder. I'm not sure how well it's going to do inshore, but you can turn it down to 16 foot. So that's what we're going with. And we're going with the Humminbird that no one liked. All the electronics guys were like, why do you have a Humminbird? Well,
get a Garmin.
That's the best equipment available. The best. The best, in my opinion, is Humminbird. It's the easiest to use. It's fast. It's easy. It's Humminbird. That is what they're known for, is user-friendly stuff. And let me tell you, this morning, all this was green. Well, guess what?
Oh, that was yesterday morning.
I sent them a message on one app, and it said, would you, we'll call you? And I thought, well, crap, I'll get a call, like, maybe today, hopefully tomorrow. That's 100%. What in my mind will call you has been. Yes. Let me tell you, Humminbird, I set my phone down. I hit the button, call back, call me, and I set the phone down, it was ringing. And I can't remember,
Humminbird.
I think it said, what is it your phone says when people call? Spam?
Potential spam?
Potential spam. And I answered it anyways, and then the lady was like, this is, I don't remember her name, blah, 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 from Humminbird. And I was like, wow. And she said, Mr. Aiken, what's your issue? And I said, I got green. Like, I don't know why, but anything inshore is just green. And green tells me it is land.
That was terrifying on the way here.
It was horrible. It was impossible for my brain to figure out that the green was not land. It kept confusing my brain. And she said, what unit do you have? And I told her, and she asked what generation, and I started to say, well, I'm unscrewing stuff so I can get to the back, and she said, well, just stop there, hit your home button. So I was like, okay, hit the home button. Hit your settings button. I was like, okay, hit the setting button. Hit your general button. I was like, okay, hit the general. Oh, actually, that would not be right. Oh, network. That's not right. Network, system info. And then it told me G3. I was like, oh, wow. So easy. She walked me through everything in the chart. Let's see. Navigation, no. General, no. Chart. Thought it was chart. I don't know. I asked her several questions. It was something. Oh, I know what she had me do. Then she had me hit the home button and go to chart, and then hit my 3 dots, and then chart options. So I still remember. It was so easy. Depth and contours, and let's see. Well, I said it was so easy. Where was it? I don't really remember. But she got me there, lickety split. It was like 30 seconds, and she had me there. Depth highlights. And see, if I click on that, see, that's what I had. You guys see that green? That just, to my brain, was like, what the heck is this? And so if I turn this, see, I got it on 6 foot, that's off. As soon as you click on it, it just makes everything green. I would like to make everything red. See, it's under 6 foot, but look, everything is red. There's no way I can go. There's nothing safe. And that's at 5 foot. And I'm planning, I got a 5 foot 5 inch draft that I am planning on taking through this sound tomorrow. So we're just going to turn that off. And then if we zoom in, this is where the Coast Guard drug us. So I know that's safe. I don't know why it's not drawing that as safe and that's still red. And so that's confusing. You don't really want confusion. And that may be something that people say, well, I don't have that problem on my Garmin. You may not. I like my Hummingbird. The menus are easy. I don't know if Garmin's that easy. It may be. Probably Garmin is the next easiest, because then you get into Simrad, Furuno, Raymarine probably being the next easiest. And then I don't know, Furuno and Simrad are probably the hardest to deal with as far as in the menus and knowing what you're pushing, knowing what you're touching, because they're highly adjustable. That Furuno fish finder is a black box fish finder, 4kW, that's very easy to use. I would not have expected it to be this easy to use, but see, here's the range. You just click it up as you go, up to 3,000 feet. Now the Hummingbird with an additional transducer will do 3,000 feet. So we'll compare the two, because the Hummingbird is a lot more affordable than that unit. I'm telling you right now, that unit even used right now is like $6,000. Just the control panel, just the black box, no screen. And that's used. So that tells me probably when that unit came out, it was 25, 30. I don't know. I don't know. You know,
it came with the boat. That was one of the conditions.
It came with the boat. It came with a color Furuno radar that's really good.
Yeah.
It came with this green screen radar that he loved. We have bumped our head so much on that thing that I wouldn't mind keeping it, but I'd have to move it somewhere.
Have to move it somewhere.
Oh, and Hummingbird did tell me that it is probably not compatible because their antennas for the radar went directly to their units with a NEM, like a plug-in. So their units,
Hummingbird units?
the Hummingbird radar,
Yeah.
does not have a black box or anything.
Oh.
It had two cords, a power cord and a Ethernet cord that plugs directly into the back of the unit.
Gotcha.
So in order to use radar on this, I would need to replace the open array, which means going back to Pennsylvania, because that's I saw one for sale for $800, but the guy kept not answering me back. So I finally gave up on it. The Furuno radar is probably great. It will overlay onto the Ray Marine, but we damn sure don't want to keep that Ray Marine.
That Ray Marine's hard to see.
Oh, it's impossible. The screen's bad. It has no charts built in. It's the big $150 paperweight. That's the other thing. Used electronics aren't worth anything.
Yeah.
So, you know, over here is a North Star. I don't know if you guys know what a North Star is, but that's a dinosaur unit. And there is pluses to dinosaur units. The North Star is probably really, really accurate compared to anything else on this dash. The Ray Marine, the Hummingbird, that North Star, I think it uses a Loran antenna, which was much more detail oriented on being on the spot. Like it was a smaller circle. So the Hummingbird's going to be the standard.
Oh, there goes another boat.
Current standard, which is about 33 feet any direction. So 33 feet plus 33 feet is what?
66.
You are good. 66 feet of a circle. So we call it a 100-foot circle. And in the ocean, even staying in a 100-foot circle is difficult. Trying to make a 100-foot circle, trying to stay in the circle is difficult. So you just kind of go back and forth till you find what you're looking for. That's where the side scan comes in. Because the side scan allows you to look outside of the boat 150 feet each direction. So 300 feet, 150 feet either way, if you pass it, you will see a wreck, you'll see a reef coming up, you'll see a drop, you'll see something. The Ray Marine, or the Furuno, is a beautiful unit, but unless we go directly over it, you're not going to see it. You have got to be very close. And the nice thing about a Hummingbird is you can go out to the side and you can mark that spot. And then you can drop your location on that spot. It could be 150 feet, 120 feet out to the side of the boat, and you can mark it, and then you can drive the boat right there and anchor and fish. That is the goal. The goal is eventually we get to fishing. Right now we
forgot to get bait,
which is moving the boat.
Yeah.
But we will be working on, driving this into shallow water to net bait. Well, that's kind of out of the question. We don't have a tender yet. We might be able to, instead of feeding the ducks, feed the fish and get stuff close enough to the back of the boat that we could net some bait. We got some dog food. We got some leftover chunky stuff. We could, try to chum them in and get them close enough. But inshore, we don't have anything to fish with really. We fish with some jigs and, that sort of stuff. But I hadn't really planned on inshore at all.
I know.
And we're really just trying to move the boat. And tomorrow's going to be driving from dawn to dusk. We'll anchor just before dusk. And probably hang out and watch the stars if it's not freezing.
Yeah.
And just chill out and then go to sleep and get up in the morning and
do it again.
And there is lots of fishing in the ditch. But we would need some bait. We need some shrimp. We need something. I mean, we probably could start with, I don't know. The other issue in the intercoastal is most of the good fishing that we're going to have bait for is going to be shallow water, which we're not getting into.
Gotcha.
We're not going up to the edge.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to anchor anywhere near the edge that we could swing in the middle of the night and end up on shore partially. So, yeah, kind of fish in the intercoastal is basically out. If we take the intercoastal, we're done. If we go out the inlet, then we can troll down through Tuna Town. And, I saw a tuna on the surface, so they're down this far south. But that's really tuna, dolphin. Might get a wahoo. Might get a marlin, a sailfish. Normally you don't get swordfish trolling, but there's no, head shark. Got shark trolling before, which is a rarity, but I went shark fishing. The captain said we're trolling. At the end of the day, he said I'd have never guessed we'd have caught a shark. He told me in a million years. I said, well, I told you I wanted to come out and catch shark. I wanted to go shark fishing.
You are determined.
I am determined. And the Lord normally, if I ask him, he provides. So, provide us safe passage, Lord. Get us down in the ICW and behind something like 80 foot long. That would be great. We will just sit behind them all day, and they'll say, what are your intentions? And I'm going to say for you to run
Safety.
aground first.
Yeah.
The guy that helped with the fueling today, I don't remember his name. He did tell me the first day. He's like, well, how much do you draft? I was talking to him about the intercoastal, and I'm like, 5.5 feet. And he's like, he asked me a little later, how much do you draft? And I said, 5.5 feet. And he said, how are you drafting that much? I don't know if you've noticed, but all these sport fishermen, in the back, they're flat.
Yes, I have.
Giving them shallow drafts.
That yellowfin or whatever that one we saw.
I had to explain to him that the back of this boat is V'd. I mean, like, V'd. It's probably got a 5 foot V.
What's this coming?
Commercial boat. You show him. He's got lights on the back, so I don't know if you'll be able to see through the light bar, but
We can if we open the
I
window.
really can't tell what he is. He looks like Carolina.
Oh, that's the one that backs in over there, yeah.
Why does he not have a light in the back to help him back up?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess he does. It's not like in the front.
Not like that one in the front. It's bright.
That's what everybody's going to. They're a lot cheaper. I could have saved about $2,900 by doing a big long light like that. But we had the mounts. It just made sense.
Looks like a light bar. Is it a light bar?
Yeah, it's a light bar. Yeah. I don't know that they're just made for trucks. So
Yeah.
they're a couple $100, probably $500-600 at the tops. the Durabrights on this thing, I'm telling you.
Turn it off again. Okay, turn it back on. There you go.
I mean, these are Durabrights. These are big panel lights.
It was nice the other night with all the birds.
It was driving. Oh man, didn't know so many birds flew at night across the front of the boat.
In the snow.
In the snow. They were just like enjoying it.
Yeah.
They were eating the bugs, I think. I don't really know.
Oh no. There was a lot of them though.
But it let them know we were coming too, because I don't know if you saw them flying up off the water when the boat would come near them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, like they just stay on the water till they're within a foot. They're like, maybe it won't run me over. Well, this looks a little close, and then they fly off like squirrels in the road. Just like squirrels in the road, you know. So yeah, the Durabrights were rather, I guess I should say rather cheap, because I bought them. Electrician had them for sale that didn't sell them for a project, so we saved about half on what they normally would cost for a set. So yeah, you're seeing $6,000 worth of light right there. That's what $6,000 worth of light looks like.
We did not pay $6,000.
No. Oh, hell no. No, I am bargain basement like this boat was. You can leave a comment. Take a guess what I paid for this 60-foot boat. Just take a guess. Take a gandery guess. Look around. I mean, look, the boat apps keep sending me boats, and they're all $500,000 and up. They're $575,000. They're $1.6 million.
18 million.
Oh yeah, I just got one that was that 18 million this morning,
or 80. I don't know. It was
25.
a lot. I don't know. It was a lot.
I don't know.
A lot of millions.
It was a brand new Viking. Now larger than this. This is a 60, and it was a 90. But I think it was 12.5 million. I don't know. It was so expensive. I just was like,
yeah.
I didn't even know they got that expensive. I really didn't. I mean, for a 2025 sport fisherman, I would not have guessed anywhere near that realm.
We found out today that Michael Jordan's boat is close by.
Right there, and they launched a
right there across the
company
water.
boat while we were here. No, I had no clue what it looked like, and we had errands to run. So bad company, I'm so sorry. I would have let the cat out of the bag. But somebody in the store who deals with the launching of the boats was like, you know, this was a secret. I did just the way they said it. They said, you know, I really can't schedule all the boats, this was a total secret, and you guys are telling these YouTubers that Bad Company is launching a boat, and I realize that probably Bad Company wants to launch their boat and do their own debut. They probably don't want it on Wandering Willy, but Bad Company,
we tried.
I want to fish around the world, and I don't have a mothership. So I would like to find out where you're at with your motherships, and I would like to drive there and start my fishing adventure and kind of just stay close to you. So in case something happens, I maybe could just pay your mechanics to help me out, because I'll be in the middle of nowhere squared, and that would be wonderful. But I do plan on just being solo, but I do realize that probably I should have somebody within radio reach of, hey, guess what? Do you have a hydraulic hose online? Because, see, I bet they have all the stuff right there on the boat to make hydraulic hoses. They probably carry extra oil. They probably carry extra fuel. They probably carry a lot of extra stuff. I don't know. Like, they've got a gazillion dollars into their mothership, I would guess. In real terms, if a Viking 90 is that much, they've got to have a gazillion dollars into a brand new mothership. So, I would like to just, and you just got a boat launched here, so you can't be too far. You see my thinking, right? You've got to get the boat from here to wherever the mothership is. So I'm thinking you
Hit
guys
us up.
are pretty close. Hit us up. We will catch up with you. We've got to go finish some work up in Alabama. We might even just come catch up with you, and then if as long as you're somewhere warm, I don't care. I like warm, and I think you like warm because you're bad company, and you're fishing in shorts and t-shirts, which means it can't be too cold. But the plan is to get up early, 5 a.m., start the boat, get everything warming up, make sure the AC in the fly bridge didn't stop, or the heat didn't stop working, because it's been fritzing today. I'm hoping it was just a plastic bag on the intake grate, and by turning it off and leaving it off for a little bit, that bag has drifted away, and we're good to go at this point. And we get up in the morning and it's 70 degrees up here.
Yeah.
We're ready for shorts and flip-flops and a tank top and getting out of this spot, which I don't know. I'm a little nervous, but it's only because of the size of the boat. But I think we'll do fine, and there'll be no one here to see us. Which is just such a great bonus. There will be nobody here to help us. But the wind should be, look, it's flat calm now.
Yeah.
So it should be flat calm in the morning. We should just be able to unhook our lines. I should be able to bump it forward so we're not so tight back here. And then I should be able to spin probably the transom out.
There's a hole over here that worries me.
Well, that's why I think I'm going to bump forward about 3 foot. And then I'm going to kick the transom around, and we're going to back out and around. That's the plan. Now, normally, I would leave a bow rope on, which pretty much guarantees that's what we're going to do. And we may do that in the morning. We may rig the bow line like we normally do.
Yeah.
And then you can just let go, and it'll pull itself off of the dock as I back out, and then you'll just grab the end and pull it back in. And we may do that. And then we'll want to take the lines and all the fenders, and we want to store them for tomorrow because we won't be using them. We're going to drop that anchor. We got an anchor ball, so if anything failed, we could still get the anchor up without manhandling it up off the bottom like we did in Atlantic City.
That was not fun.
That was I realized any more than 60 pounds and we'd have been done. That's 60-pound anchor, I think, is what it runs. So, guys, thanks for joining us. We will see you first thing in the morning, and we'll record the voyage tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see some wildlife, and, well, come with us and see if we run aground, because I don't really know when it tells me 5 foot, 0 foot, 1 foot. I'm like, I'm going to follow the Coast Guard's line out of here, and at least till we get to the cutoff, because there was a cutoff in here somewhere. Right here. So when we get to this cutoff, we'll have to make a decision if we want to follow the Coast Guard or if we want to risk this. It says 5 foot though. So we'll ask them if we can take that. Maybe as long as we stay in that channel, we'll be good. And then we'll get out to the sound. Once we get out to the sound, well, there's 11 foot, 3 foot, 1 foot. I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah. So we'll try to stay in the sound and go across. And there's ferries that run through here. And I cannot imagine the ferry not taking deep water. See, this is all deep in here. So what we might have to do is come around to get back to the intercoastal. And you can either do that or you can do this. You just turn the knob, which is real quick and easy. Look at that, 7,119 feet as soon as you get out. 8, 8, So 10, we might just right along there. Make it down. And then, let's see, because my thought is we have to get down here. This is where we want to enter. And we want to stay right here behind the islands. And then we'll be able to anchor anywhere in there at night. We'll just find somewhere, drop the hook and sleep. And get up the next morning and get underway.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow day.
Bye, guys.